Alright, welcome back to Dice. Let's continue our adventure. We finally made it to chapter 4. Hooray! Alright, so you're gonna go through the story, read the story, or use the app, whatever, and then you're gonna finally get to the Sunken Streets of Gehenna mission. This is a really small mission, only 3 tiles. It looks like only 5 guys on the board, so we're gonna set it up this way. These 2 guys have to be right over here. Alright, and we're gonna put this away. And we're gonna get started. No special rules for this one. The only thing you need to know is that they're gonna ambush us, so their cards are gonna go in the front of the line. That's why I'm putting them up ahead over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shuffle these 2, and we're gonna put them out, and then we'll shuffle the rest of the party. So I'm gonna be using Remy, Patrick, Justice, and Nightingale. My usual party. Alright, so let's give this a good cut. We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna see who is going to start. So obviously it's the Mercount that's gonna go first. Let's go get their alternate card over here. We are using the sorry for the zoom, Murky Mercount here, because it is an uncommon or greater level. We're not really going to care about any of this because there's only 1 muck token and they're not going to be in water, so a lot of their abilities are not going to come into play besides sticky. So if we want to move and we're next to them, we need to do a strength 11 check, sort of type of thing. Alright, but anyway, is there an opponent range 8? It's going to be yes for the red one over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now technically from here, there's a red bordered tile right over here, so she technically doesn't have line of sight to this one, but I believe they do have line of sight to this one. Alright, if you draw a straight direct line. So this is going to be an attack against Remy. Now for Remy, let me start activating some of her abilities to dodge. So I'm going to use her ninjutsu skill. She's going to dodge this attack, which is going to give her 3+1 because of her morbid leather. Alright, so dodge. When making a dodge, if you don't roll a skull, you add +1 to it. Alright, so let's give her back this. Alright, so when I roll +4, her dodge, her defense is 12, so it's going to be 16. So they need 16 to hit. We grab a couple of green dice. Now they do have a special ability here called... where is it here? Mercbound. So if they do hit, they gain +2 physical damage for each other Mercount in their SOI. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, will get a +2 if they hit. So we're going to load it. It's 14. Well, that's going to be a miss, right? Because I got 16 defense. So that's going to be it for the red one. Now the purple one is going to go. Is somebody in range 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Can they move and attack multiple opponents? No. They only move at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're not going to get anywhere close. Can it move and attack an opponent? No. So it's just going to stay there. And him, he's going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can attack, can move and attack, can attack multiple opponents. So they're all done. Now let me keep their card up here. Okay, so Mercounts are done. So let's go for the Blighted Guardian. Now this one's going to hurt a little bit. They're right over here. Oh boy. Alright, so let's see what happens. Alright, so is there an opponent adjacent? So we're looking at the red one first. Now, he can attack both Justice or Nightingale. So we're going to go through the card over here. And it looks like he's going to attack Justice. Sorry, let me back up 2 seconds. My bad, I thought this was a green terrain. So his only target is Nightingale, I believe, because he can't actually draw a line of sight to Justice because this one is impassable terrain. And this one is occupied by somebody. I believe those are the right rules. Somebody can correct me below if that's not correct. Anyway, so these are going to be double attack against Nightingale here. So, I'm just going to take it because I do have, I'm just going to show you. I switched out her armor last mission. She has the super heavy armor one, and she has the Lonely Mountain that gives her armor. So by tapping this and this, she'll have 4 armor for the turn, which is fantastic. So let's see what's going to happen. All right, so it's going to be this minus 12. That's her defense. Yeah. So it's going to be 12 minus 12, so it's a hit. Now every book shield combo is 2 damage. That's only going to be 2 damage. Like we already said, she has 4 armor, so that's nothing. Second attack now. Alright, this should be a bit more. So this is going to be 13 minus 12 is 1. Now there's 1 book shield combo, so it's an extra +2, that's 3 damage. All right, the star doesn't do damage, so she has 4 armor. So boom, again, no damage. All right, but there's a star, so inflict wilt if the force is 12. Oh boy, her conviction check is awful, 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 awful. It's a purple and a white. The reason I gave her a terrible conviction check is because she has the joining. So normally I would be like, well, even if she suffers a bit of damage from magic attacks, well, she has resistance magic, but for stuff like this, it's really gonna hurt. All right, so she needs to get a 12 here, or she suffers from wilt. Oh no, she missed. I thought that was a 9 because I'm so used to seeing 9s on greens and reds, but this is 10, so she fails. So let's give her a wilt token. I'm just gonna give this to her on her card. All right, so those are both attacks by the Blighted Guardian. Then it says move to be at range 4 from the nearest opponent. So range of 4. Range 1, 2, 3. I mean range 4. It says move to be up to range 4 from the nearest opponent. Okay, it's up to. So it's gonna go. Well, it's not gonna go this way. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and it can't move again because there's a 4 movement, so he's stuck here. All right. Yeah, so he's in hindered terrain, which is annoying. All right, now the purple one's gonna go. So is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within SOI? Definitely. Ton of, actually, the only one in her SOI again is is Nightingale, because I did also forget that there's a red border square over here, so she doesn't have line of sight to, I believe, any of these 3. So the only one she could target is Nightingale if you go middle to middle, diagonally like that. All right, so this is gonna be a cast spell 6 to give her paralyzed. Well, this is gonna guarantee to happen. So his casting is a red. That's gonna be 7 plus 6, 13. I'm trying to get a 13 on this. I got a 10 again, so paralyzed. That's fun. Where's the paralyzed thing? So I'm gonna give this to Nightingale. So she got wilt and paralyzed in the same turn. All right. Then can it move and attack an opponent? Move to be adjacent to the nearest opponent. Now nearest opponent, there's 2 of them, so she's gonna go 1, 2. All right. Attack the nearest opponent. I guess it'll be Padrick. They're both the same distance. Line initiative breaks it. So it's gonna be a green and a red. Now Padrick, she's just gonna take it. Yeah, she's gonna take it. So minus 12. We got lucky there. 11, so no damage. And then it's not gonna do its follow-up inflict poison. Either way, I'm not too worried with Padrick because his conviction check is super high. And then he's pretty much done because there's no follow-up ability from there. So that'll be it for the Blighted Guardians. All right, let's put these away. All right, so what do I want to do now? Well, I think I do need to heal Nightingale. Well, luckily she's last, so maybe even with Justice's summon, she'll be able to remove those status effects. All right, so for Padrick, pretty simple. Actually, before I start, I mean, he's standing right here. He doesn't even have to move. He's just gonna shotgun the blight in the face. But I got a couple things I want to do before I start. First, let's do proof of divinity here to give somebody a courage token. I think I'm gonna give it to Remy because maybe she's gonna fly over to the other side here, get a flanking and backstab. So courage is nice on her. Next, I'm gonna do imbue fear on my attack, on my next attack. And then I'm also going to do Font of Renewal. I forgot that I had this, and this will heal actually a status effect for Nightingale. And this lets me put out this nice token somewhere in my SOI. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put it right over here. One of the spaces has to be in the SOI, my SOI. So this, whenever you start your turn in the 6 spaces of this, you're going to either heal for 2 or remove a status effect. And that's just awesome on these tiny little maps. All right, especially against a boss as well. It's really good. Okay, I think that's it for now. I mean, that actually costed me 1 SP, Font of Renewal, as you see. So let's spend 2 and let's do an attack. All right, so I'm going to be rolling double green and a black. All right, here we go. What am I trying to hit? It's going to be 13 plus 1 because of hindered terrain. So I need a 14. That's kind of tough on these dice. It's going to be 50-50. Let's see what happens. I got 14 on the nose. All right, so it is going to be a hit. All right, so it's going to be 14 minus 1 because of the hindered terrain. So 13 minus 13 is 0. Sort of how you have to do it. Now, every double shield is 3 damage on my gun. So double shield here, 3. Double shield here, 3. So that's only 6 damage. Let's give it to him right over here. And, Imbue Fear does an extra 2. Boom. And now let me go get my Imbue Fear card. Here you go. So that was plus 2 physical damage. And I have a follow-up that I can deal darkness if the force plus the difference. And the force is 6 plus the level of my highest cruel skill, which is only 2. So it's 8. So he needs to roll only an 8. Well, he's probably going to get it, especially off a teal and a green. So let's see if he can roll an 8 on these 2 dice. And yeah, he almost rolled boxcars, or that is boxcars on those 2 dice. So he's done. He doesn't get feared. All right, pretty easy. Okay, then obviously the shotgun gets to attack twice. So let's do my second attack. Maybe I'm going to be rolling off the board here. So here we go. And I rolled the exact same thing. 14. All right, but it is going to be a hit. So 14 minus 1, hinder terrain, 13 minus 13 is 0. Double shield here is 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to definitely exhaust my gun so that each 2 books is 2 damage. Let's do that. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage in total. All right, that's not bad. 6 plus 1, 7. So they're at 15 out of 30, I believe. Yeah, 30 damage. So they're at half-life. And I think that's about it. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. I can blood toll to just flip my gun. Oh, by the way, after I do my double attacks, I flip this back over. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Let's do blood toll. It's going to give me 2 AP, but I do have to take 2 damage. Then I'm going to use these 2 to flip my gun back over. And I think that's it. Don't have to do that. Don't have to do that. All right, so he's done. All right, pretty simple for Patrick. Now Remy's going to go. All right, I'm so happy that we can start using our flying abilities again because almost all of chapter 3 we were in the caves and you couldn't fly. So let's get back to the flight. So let's spend 2 to fly. So what she's gonna do is she's just gonna get completely on the other side right over here. Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, you know what? It would actually cost her less SP going around and then using like the shadows, right? So if she went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then use like the shadows, she can actually get in behind by only spending 1 SP, right? Yeah. Stay by that SP. So she doesn't have to fly. All right, so she's pretty much ready to go. She has Blade Works for an attack. She has False Idol for an attack. So yes, I'm paying for them now. You should do them 1 at a time. And I'm going to be rolling a green and a red. So now this attack has Courage on it. I really want to hit, so let's see what happens. That's why I'm not empowering as well. I don't want to get a skull and miss it like that. Plus I get +1 because of flanking, and my backstabbing is going to come into effect. So I just need to get a 13, right? Because it negates the +1 from the hindered terrain. Let's see what we're going to get. And I got 14, all right, which is good. Now, I could technically re-roll this, but you know what? I'd rather keep my re-rolls for my other my other attacks. All right, so this is going to be 14 minus 13. Well, it's 14 plus 1 minus 1. 14 minus 13 is 1 damage. For her, every shield's a damage and every star's 3. So it'll be 1, 2 damage here. Plus 3 is going to be 5 damage in total. Backstab plus 3, we're at 8. Oh, I did forget Courage. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 damage in total. I believe that's correct. All right, so she's at 27, 24, 5, 26, 27. 24 plus 3, yeah, 27. So she got 3 life left. All right, so that was my first attack. I already paid for my second attack, which was False Idol. Now, for this attack, just because I want to kill her, Promise will give me a +1 on that attack because I attacked it once already this turn. So let's do that. I just want to make sure maybe that I hit. So I technically only need a 12 to hit because promise +1. So let's see what happens. Well, there you go. That's probably going to be enough. 14 plus 1 because a promise is 15. 15 minus 13 is 2 damage. With courage, it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the star on courage. With backstab, 11 damage. Yeah, more than enough. That's going to be a dead blight. Let's get rid of that guy. I do have to shuffle this deck. We're still in uncommon loot, so it's going to be the same deck as chapter 3. And let's see what we get. Looks like 8 coins. Alright, and I think that's all she's going to do. I mean, I could move diagonally. I'm just thinking out loud here. I didn't use any of my abilities of my sword, so I can use it to move diagonally. I can move either here or here, just so that next turn he doesn't do his paralyze ability. And maybe that'll be good. And he runs away. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to use my sword here. So this allows me to move diagonally. And I think I'm going to go right over here, just to force it to come downwards this way. Alright, type of thing. And I think that's good enough. There's not much else I want to do. I'm going to keep courage. And yeah, she's good. Alright, so up next is going to be Justice, who's going to start laying down some spells. So where is she? She's in the back over here. She already has line of sight. She doesn't even have to move. Alright, so for Justice, pretty simple. She starts with 4 because of haste. Remember, because of her tabaki over here that gives her haste, passive gain haste. So I think with 4, let's go crazy. I'm going to basically do all my spells. I'm going to do a Life Grasp, I'm going to do a Root the Mind, I'm going to do a Euthanasia, and then I'm going to do a Gore Shot. Okay, so let's go in order of importance. I think I'm going to pay for Root the Mind first. This will paralyze it, so we don't have to worry about it for a round. My casting is going to be a gray and a black. Alright, now their protection is a green and a teal, so I'm going to be rolling right over here. Let's see what happens. Not bad, so this is going to be 15, 9 plus 6, and let's see if they got 15. They got 11. Perfect. Where's my paralyzed token? Here we go. Let's give that to him. Alright, next up, let's do, that was Root the Mind. Oops, I forgot to exhaust it. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do Life Grasp. I don't think it's going to be worth it. I think I'm going to do Euthanasia and keep an SP for next turn. So let's do a Euthanasia. So this is to do 6 damage and wilt. Well, it's going to be pretty poor. It's going to be 6 plus 6. It's going to be 12. See if they can get 12. And yeah, they beat 12, so no damage there. And then lastly, let's do a Gore Shot. Boom, and this is to give it straight up 8 damage. It's going to be 11. By the way, wait, I did have to check one thing on their card. I believe if we miss an attack, I don't remember if spells counted. When it's the target of a spell or an attack, if the attack misses the spell, then end the current action and all abilities, then inflict disease on all adjacent opponents, force 12. Okay, so on that missed spell, I do have to roll a 12 on her Remy's conviction check, which is going to be, let me double check, it's going to be a teal and a green because of Squashbuckler Garb. Let me see if I get a 12. Failed, so he's going to get disease. Well, disease basically means, oh, that sucks. He's going to lose courage and going to get a disease. There you go. Lose courage, and I can't heal or get any other effects. But guess what? Because the font of renewal, pretty much going to take that out. Okay, so that was because of the missed attack or the missed spell. All right, but then I'm going to do my Gore Shot here. As you can see, it's 11 plus 6, 17. Let's see if we can get 17. 10, no, missed. So, you know, usual thing. I'm going to take 2 damage. Boom. So I can deal it 8 damage. And it's 8 because it's 2 plus the highest level of my core times 2, which is 3. So 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2, 8. All right, so let's give it, say 4. Good enough. Okay, believe that's going to be it for her. Not much else I want to do. I mean, I can teleport if I wanted. Is there a point? Nope. Is there a point of getting closer and getting absolutely hammered by these things? No. So that's going to be it for her. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm not done. So after Justice is over, remember I always have to summon my character. Cannot forget. So I already flipped over the card, but my summon's gonna come into play 4 spaces or in my SOI, which is pretty much anywhere on the board almost. I think I'm gonna place her right over here behind the red wall, just as a little protection against these Merchounds. Let's see. What is she gonna do? Well, first of all, her card goes here, so Justice's turn is over. Alright, then it's gonna be my summon's turn, so she gets 3 SP. I think what I'm gonna do is Gore Cleanse. So I'll spend 1 SP and take 2 damage to remove Paralyzed from Nightingale. Alright, and then from the Font of Renewal, her other Wilt will get removed, so I'll remove the Paralyzed. Okay. Then I got 2 SP left. Let's do, sorry, that would have exhausted her as well. And then let's spend 2 to deal me another damage to give out a dodge token. And let's give it out to Padrick in case he gets attacked by these Merchounds. So do that. And then she's finally done. Okay, done. Alright, so let's go to Nightingale. So first to start, before we do anything, let's heal her Wilt off because she's starting within the 6 of the Font of Renewal. Alright, so for Nightingale, well, she's super slow. She's the one with the Ancient Faceplate, so she moves at only 5 because this is heavy. So let's spend 1 SP to move. Yeah, it's not hindered terrain, so it's good. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get right there. Yeah, let's do that. From there, let's spend, well, let me see. What do I want to do before activating stuff? Yeah, I can't really activate much. I'm going to attack, regular attack, and then I'm going to do precise strike. So I'm going to get 2 attacks on this thing. Yeah, that's what's pretty much going to happen. So spend 2. All right, I'm going to roll a red and a green. First attack here. What am I trying to get? It's going to be a 14 because of the hindered terrain. So let's see what happens. Whoa, that's a great roll. Look at that, 17. So it's going to be 17 minus 1 because in the terrains be 16. 16 minus 13 is 3 damage. All right, starting at 3. Now for every double shield is 3 and every star is 3. So 3, 6, 9, 9. That's it. Now I do have barbed arrows. That's an extra plus 3. So it's going to be 12 damage. That's good. There you go. So it's at 20. Alright, now because I hit with that first attack, let's do Paradigm Assault. I'm going to give out, like usual, a haste token, and probably giving it to Padrick is the best idea. He needs to cock his shotgun every time. Next, let's do Precise Strike. Boom. So that allows me to attack again. Alright, so again, trying to hit a 14, same exact thing. Oh, nailed it on the nose. Is there anything I could have done extra? Not really. Okay, so it's going to be 14 minus 1, 13 minus 13, 0. Alright, so that's equal. Star, 3 damage, double shield, 3 damage. It's going to be 6 damage in total. Plus barbed arrows, another 3. 9 damage. Is going to have 1 life left. Oh man, is there any way for me to do another damage? Looking around. Nope, I don't think so. Does it have armor? No, it doesn't have armor. So, yeah, that's it. So she's done. He's got 1 life left. Okay, kind of sucks. Somebody's just got to go poke it, and it's gonna die. Let's get all the dice ready. Okay, so that was the first round of the game. Already encounter. Now that's paralyzed, so I'm not actually too worried about it. And I hit with both my attacks. Well, it doesn't really matter. She already has disease, so sort of a good thing that we're a bit far away from that thing. We can range it. All right, so let's see what's up. It's gonna go first. Looks like Padrick is up, then Remy, Nightingale, then the Blight, Alfie, Justice, and the Merchounds. Well, darn. You know what? I was actually hoping that the Merchounds would go first. So all that they would do is nothing, and then I can move my whole party closer. Now the problem is, now if I move my whole party closer, they're going to have a whole round of attacking me. And then we're going to have to reshuffle the cards, which they might get to attack us again. All right. Because of that, I guess I'm going to use this pager. I always bring one along in all my missions for these type of situations here. So at the start of a round, after dealing the initial cards, move any card I want to the front or the back of the line. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the Mercount card all the way to the back. And obviously I'm doing that because they're going to do nothing. Then we're going to move everyone closer and see what happens. All right, now it was Patrick that was holding this. So usually, like usual, his special ability is he gets to roll his lore, and if he rolls a 10, then he keeps this in the party stash. All right, so we rolled a 6. Well, that's a fail, so I'm just going to dump it into the used discard pile. All right, but it's always worth it for 10 gold. No worries at all. Okay, so they're going to go. I believe they're going to do nothing again. So range 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can pretty much shoot at everything, but the problem is there's a hindered red space here, not hindered, but impassable here and impassable here, and that sort of blocks line of sight to absolutely everything. They're gonna have to go through each of these squares to target any of my guys, even Remy over here, I believe. And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe so. Let's see, like this. Yeah, you're hitting the maybe not for Remy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He doesn't even have range to Remy. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he does have. Okay, so let's say it is actually an attack against Remy. Because I believe if you go right down the middle, it might be, it might not be. I don't want to take a chance. I'll make it an attack anyway. That's fine. So it's going to do a range 8 attack, armor piercing 4. Now it's Remy. She's going to use one of her 15 dodging abilities to dodge. So she's going to get +3. So 12 + 3 is 15. Let's see if he hits. I got 14. All right, that's going to be a missed attack. All right, pretty simple. So he does that. Now he can't do anything else. He's done. The other two guys way too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so can't attack anything. So it's going to be it for the Mercouts. All right, now everyone else is just going to come this way. Okay, oops. Easy turn for Patrick here. Before he starts, Font of Renewal is going to heal him for 2. Alright, so this is sort of a good combo. Font of Renewal with Blood Toll. It's like getting 2 free SP every turn. Alright, so now he's going to, I guess, run as fast as he could. So let's see. If he spends 3, he moves at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's move at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I can go for the orange one here and be right base to base or next to him, or I can go for the red one. I think I'm going to go over here for the orange one. Why not? So I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, right there. All right, now from there, what do I have to do? Looking around. I got 1 SP left. I do really want to attack, so I think what I'm going to do is just use my fight drive. I mean, use it once per encounter. Might as well use it now. So let's do this. It's going to be shotgun blast, double green, and a black. Okay, let's roll these dice. So what am I trying to hit? I believe these guys are just straight up 14, no armor. All right, it's about 50-50 on these green dice, I believe. So let's give it a good roll. And that is going to be a fail. That's going to be a 12. So not much I can do. Can't really re-roll these. One of them was the lowest value. I can do kill the messenger, but it wasn't. So that was the first attack. Let's go for the second one. And that's going to be a miss as well. I need a 14. I rolled a 13. So boom, just like that, missed both my attacks. Okay, so that was a pretty garbage turn. But Patrick is going to do a blood toll. That would have flipped over my gun. Oops. That have flipped over my gun. I did blood toll like usual. 2 damage to myself. Give me 2 SP. I'll spend 2. Flip my gun back over. Now I have 1, and I need 2 to attack. So I'm kind of stuck. Oh, actually, a couple of things. I was going way too advanced, way too fast. I forgot to do a couple of things. I would have obviously done Imbue Fear, but I missed my attack, so it doesn't matter. And now I would have done also Proof of Divinity, when I was all the way down here. Okay, I'm gonna give a courage token to somebody. Let me give it to Remy. Sorry, Nightingale. All right, because Remy is still diseased and I can't give it to her. All right, and then I would have moved, then I would have attacked, I would have missed twice, and that's the end of Patrick's turn. All right, so Remy's gonna go next. Now, she's here. Oh, man. I think I'm gonna ignore him and just keep going this way. I'm gonna have Justice or my summon here. I mean, it's got 1 life left. All I'm gonna do is launch a gore shot, deal 2 damage, and it should die. All right, so everyone's gonna come this way. Okay, so let's start off. Font of Renewal is gonna remove the disease. Let's get rid of that. All right, next, let's use like the shadows. It'll make me move 2 spaces. I'm gonna go 1, 2 type of thing. Yeah. All right, then I'm gonna move. Sorry, I forgot to generate some SP. So I'm gonna be at 5. All right, now let's see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, 9 to get here. Now she moves at 7, so she just has to spend 2 SP to get here. Let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11. But you know what? She's actually going to do 11 so she can get right over here. Actually, no, she's just going to get here. It's probably fine. Yeah, let's do that. So let's spend 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, from here, let's do some attacks. All right, probably not going to do that well, but let's see if I can hit at least once. So let's do Blade Works. And we're trying to hit a 14. It's not hindered terrain, so let's see what happens. 14. The first one is a 9. That's horrendous. So that's going to be a miss. Let's do my second attack, False Idol. Let's roll the dice. And that's going to be a 13. That's another miss. Wow, this is going so well. Then I'm going to spend 2 here to do another attack, but this time I'm going to do Promise. So I get +2 to my attack. Boom. All right, so I just need a 12 now. And boom, that's exactly when I needed to roll this high. All right, perfect. So this would be 17. Okay, so let's do this in order. 17 + 2 because of Promise, so it's going to be 19 minus 14. We're looking at 5 damage. Okay, 5 damage, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. And obviously I was attacking this one over here. All right, now, before I continue, let me grab my sword. Okay. Because the difference was so high, sometimes I forget to do this because there's no point. But I can inflict darkness if the force is 9 plus the difference, which was 5. So it's 14, which is insane. Their conviction check is a teal and a green. So let's see if they can get 14. No, they got 13. All right, 13. So let's give them a darkness chit. If I can find one, boom. So that thing's probably gonna die now. Actually, I can probably kill it right now. Let's see. Should I kill it now? Because I can use my. Actually, no. I thought I still had it, the extra attack card, but I don't have it. I switched it out. So, I mean, I can chuck it a red knife. But I'd rather do that at another one that's not damaged. Alright, so I think that's it. That's all she's going to do. Alright, so Remy's done. Okay, so let's go to Nightingale. Alright, so let's go. I guess 1 to move here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, she only moves at 5. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so what she's going to do is she's going to spend 2 SP to move. So it's going to move at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 5, 6, 7. And the reason I'm going there is because I want to do down the masses so I can attack 2 different targets. All right, but to do that, I'm going to have to use my once per encounter ability here. That's going to give me 2 SP. All right, everyone else is going to get 1 SP. So let me just do that on everyone's board. Quick. Including my summon. I'll do that after. It's way too far right now. All right, so now that I have my SP, I'm going to do this. So let me tap it. Yeah, so let's roll my dice. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the purple one first. I'm sort of taking a chance and hoping that I'm going to hit this one because I'm going to attack him. and then I'm going to attack this one, and then I'm going to use my crossbow ability to attack a different one, so I can attack this one again. Yeah, let's try that. So attacking the purple one first. They're 14 defense. Let's see. It's going to be a 10. It's going to be a miss. All right, now I'm going to attack this one. So this one's actually with darkness, -1, so I only need a 13. So let's see what happens. Well, I'm almost there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reroll that 4. It's tap my quiver here. Lets me reroll any die but the black die. As long as I get a 5, it's a hit. Well, there you go. That's going to do. So this is going to be 16 minus 13. It's going to be 3. Double shield, 6 damage. Barbed arrows, because they don't have the armor. Yeah, they don't have armor. So that's be, what was that? It was 3 plus 3, 6 plus barbed arrows, 9. 9 plus 11 is 20. Their life is only 18, so that's going to be a dead Merc Hound. Awesome. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's going to be another loot. 9 coins. All right, now, yeah, so exactly what I thought was going to happen. Now let's exhaust my crossbow here, repeating crossbow, so I can target a different, attack a different target. And I'm just going to target the purple one again. See what happens. That was 7 plus 5. That's going to be a miss. That'll be 12, and you're at 14. And that's going to be it for her. Now, when I did a hit, sorry, let me activate things in order. When I did do a hit, I'm going to give out a haste token to, let's see, I'm over here. Patrick already has it, so the only person I can give it to is Remy. So let me give her the haste. And that's it, right? Is there anything else she needs to do? She's got 1 SP left. Just going around and looking. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so by the way, this was her extra SP when I popped my little thing or ability. Okay. Next up is going to be the Blight. We already know he's paralyzed, so he's going to do nothing. All right, then Alfie's going to go. I think she's going to start off by doing a gore shot here, just to see if she can kill it. So let's exhaust her. Let me spend that. Sorry, she would have been at 4. Sorry about to start her turn. So let's spend 1 SP to do an empowered gore shot. So let's see if this is going to hit. Wow, that's a horrible roll. It's going to be 6 plus 6 is 12. So let's do their check, which is going to be a teal and a green. See if they can get a 12. And they got a 9, which is horrendous. All right, so she does get hit by it. I'm just going to do a regular gore shot without damaging myself. That's an extra 2 damage. 20, 29 plus 2 is 31. That's going to be a dead. Blight. Let's get rid of him. All right. Okay. Now, from here, what she's going to do is she's got a 3 SP left. Let's make use of it. So let's spend 1 to move. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go right here. And then from here, I'm going to spend 2 to take 1 damage. By the way, I was supposed to, because of font of renewal, heal for 2 at the start of her turn. So sorry about that. I missed that. So she's going to be at 2 instead of 4. And what she's going to do, she's going to do Invigorate, which lets her give out a dodge token. And let's see, I gave 1 out to Patrick last time. I'm going to give 1 out to Nightingale. Right? That's going to be it for her. She's done. Now for Justice, pretty simple. I think she's just going to run for it. First, she's going to heal for 2, so get rid of the gore shot damage she took last turn. Now, she's at 4 SP. She moves only at 5, so it's going to be 5, 6, 7. Let's see where she gets to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, from here, it's actually not bad because she does have SOI of 6. So she can target everything. All right, so that was 2 SP to move, so she's going to have 2 left. I think what I'm going to do is a Life Grasp and a Root the Mind and then a Gore Shot. So I'm not going to do a Euthanasia this turn. All right, so let's do let's go in order. I'll do Root the Mind first. So let me see if I can paralyze one of these things. So it's going to be a gray and a black, and well, all the blights are gone now, so let's get rid of their stuff. So I'm trying to, they're getting a teal and this. All right, so which one should I target? I think I'm going to target the, let's see, what did they do? What did they do? Range 8, move and attack multiple opponents. Oof, this one's going to attack multiple opponents. Yeah, so let me attack the purple one actually. So this is going to be against purple. It's going to be, oh, what a roll. All right, not only is it going to be 14 plus 6, 20, which is going to be literally impossible for him to roll a 20 on these dice. So he's going to be paralyzed. That's awesome. And because I rolled 4 books, my evil doll lets me do 6 damage to anything in my SOI. And I think I'm going to do 6 damage to this one. All right, why not? This one's paralyzed. Let's go after that one. All right, so that one's good. All right, so that was a great first roll. Next, let's do a life grasp. That's going to cost 1. I'm exhausted. So this one lets me target 3 different opponents in my SOI. Deal magic damage equal to the difference of the conviction check. All right, so let's roll what my conviction is going to be against both of those things, or my spell is going to be on both of those things. It's going to be, oh my goodness, I'm rolling like crazy. It's going to be another 12 plus 6, 18. So whatever the conviction is minus 18, that's how much damage they're going to take. But before we even do that, I rolled 4 books. So that's going to be another 6 damage. And you know what? Let's spread the joy here. Let's give another 6 to this one. All right, so we already calculated it's going to be 18. So let's start with this one. It's going to be 18 minus 10. So it's going to be 8 damage. 6 plus 2. All right, and then we're going to do 18 minus 10 damage, so 8 more. 6, 7, 8. So they're both at 14 out of 18. So they both have 4 life left. All right, just to kill one off. Actually, you know what I should have done? You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm taking back a little bit of my thing. Is when you do the life grasp, you can deal yourself 6 damage to add plus 6 to your roll. I would have definitely done that. I totally forgot that I can do that. So I'm going to do 6. So now they wouldn't have needed an 18. It would have been a 24 minus what they rolled. Well, 24 minus, they both rolled 10 is 12 damage. 12 damage on top of the 6. That would kill them outright, both of them. All right, because they're basically dealing an extra 6 to each because that's just doing the math, right? Add plus 6. So it would have been a 14 plus 6, 20, and more than enough to kill them. All right, so that's going to be another 2 loots, and that's going to be the end of the Merchounds. Let's get rid of their cards. 1 loot, 12, another loot, 8. And that was Justice's amazing turn. Well, that's it for her. Let's shuffle this up. Now the exit's over there. There is a totem here, so whoever goes up next is probably going to activate that totem, and we'll see what it does. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, you know what? Just to be, just in case, because there's nothing in the rule books about these yellow spaces. I'm just guessing that maybe this totem has to deal something with the yellow spaces. What I'm gonna do is for Justice, before her turn ends, I'm gonna do her once per encounter ability here to warp anywhere in her SOI. So I think I'm gonna put her right over. Let's put her right over here. I just get as close to that tree as possible. And now the only person in any yellow terrain is Alfie. But if she suffers some damage, I think I'm okay. Let's get rid of this. All right, so let's roll this out. Let's see who's up. It looks like she's going to be able to get out of it anyway. It looks like Justice is going to be the one that activates the totem. All right, so Alfie's going to go. Let's give her 3 SP. 3. Let's remove this. She's going to heal for 2 because of Fonta Renewal. Let's move this up here. Let's do a barrier thing. So spend 1, deal myself 2 damage. I'll give a barrier token to... let's give it to Nightingale. Why not? No, let's give it to Remy. There you go. She has haste and barrier. All right, after that, she's going to move out of here. So she's going to spend both to move. So she moves at 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and she's sort of stuck right here. All right, so she's done. All right, that's gonna be Alfie. Next, Justice. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, so let me give my 4 SP, unexhaust her stuff. She's gonna heal for 2, I believe. We're still within 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm good. Oops, I'm still within the font of renewal, so that'll heal me for 2. So let's spend 1 to move. She only moves at 5, but it doesn't really matter. She's gonna go 1, 2, and then it's gonna activate this totem. Let me go read the book. I'll be right back. All right, well, as you can see here on the right hand side, we're going to spawn 2 more blights, and we're going to spawn 3 fragors to the north side next to the obstructing terrain over here. All right, so they're going to be there. Let's add them to the card row. So that would have been right after Justice. Okay, but Justice is not over yet. So what I'm thinking about doing is now backing up. All right, because she moved 1, 2. I think she's going to do 3, 4, 5 to get back and out of their SOI. So it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's good. Now she still has 3 SP, so she can still go a little crazy here and do a bunch of different spells. So first, let's see if we can do euthanasia on one of them. So I can only target 1 because the other one's out of my SOI now because of the tree trunk. So it's going to be this. Let me go get their card again. There you go. So it's going to be 9 plus 3 plus 6, 12 plus 6, 18. They're not going to get 18, I don't think. It's very rare. Well, they got 14. That's a very good roll, but that's a miss. So it's going to be 6 damage and a wilt right there. Where's the wilt token? Wilt token. Here we go. So this one I'm going to calculate his life up here. All right. Now I have 1 SP left to go. Oh, I still have Gore Shot. So let me do a Root the Mind. And I'll do a Gore Shot afterwards. So that'll cost me my last SP. Let's see if we can paralyze it. Yeah, so it's going to be, it's okay. It's going to be 9 plus 0 plus 6, 15. See if you can get 15. You got 11, so that's a miss. So he's paralyzed, which is fantastic. Right, so he's going to do nothing. And then finally my Gore Shot, which I already exhausted. It's going to be 9 plus 2, 11 plus 6, 17. I'm rolling really well with Justice today. 15. Still a hit. That's all good. So that's going to be 8 more damage if I deal myself 2. And I'm definitely going to do that. So let's do 4 and 4. 8. And let's deal myself an extra 2. And now she's pretty much done. There's not much else I can do or want to do, to be frank. I could do flip this, but I don't want to waste it right now. So that's it for Justice. Let's go with these fragors. Let me get their card. I believe they're going to do nothing. Is there somebody Jason? No. Is there an opponent within range 6? No, just out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's anywhere on this one line right over here. We're just out of the range. Can it move to be Jason? No. Then move to be closest to the nearest person. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Type of thing. Does that make sense? Yeah. So they're pretty much done. Then the Blight's going to go. The first one's going to do nothing because he's paralyzed. Right? But now he's protected against paralyzed. And now let's see what the purple one does. Somebody adjacent, no. Is there an opponent in the SOI? No, because the tree trunk, or because the tree trunk. Can it move and attack an opponent? Well, they move at 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do they have reach? No, they don't have reach, so no, they can't do that. Can it move and attack an opponent within range 4? Yes. So they're going to do the last thing here, move to be in range 4 of up to 2 opponents. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And from here, I'm pretty sure... actually, I'm pretty sure he would have gone over here. Because from here, he can actually target both these characters. Whereas from here, I believe it's going to go through this spot here to attack Patrick. So he's definitely going to be a bit farther away. So he has line of sight on Patrick, because from there it's going to be here, here, diagonal here, and then up there, I believe, if you draw a line of sight. I think so. I mean, Go middle to middle. I don't think you're hitting this spot right over here. I could be wrong, but that's how I'm going to play it. Okay, so make a range attack against the nearest opponent, pull, and then make an attack against the different opponent and pull. Okay, so first one is going to be against Justice. Is there anything I can do to protect against this? No, I used all her SP and she doesn't have any abilities to dodge. So she's just going to take this, whatever it is. Well, you missed. It's going to be 10. You need a 12. So that's it. So I don't have to do the follow-up pull thing. And then afterwards, it's going to be attacking the other opponent, which is going to be Patrick. Now, Patrick does have a dodge token. He's might as well going to use it. Let's use it. So let's see what I get. It's all books, so +0. That sucked. So minus, trying to get a 12. That's an 11. That's a miss. Fantastic. Rolling really well. And that's about all he's going to do for his card. All right, so that's it. Remy is up next. Now, Remy, what is she going to do? Does she go this way? She go this way? Then we're going to go this way and try to take out these Fragors. Especially trying to get in melee with them so that they launch their bulbs at her and not out here to my mages because they're anti-magic thing. So let's see. How far am I from one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can do that to be like the shadows right over. Actually, I'd rather be right over here. So that somebody can maybe get here and we'll get a flanking, backstabbing thing going. Yeah, so let's do that. All right, so let's give her 3 SP. Let's use 1 to move. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From there, I'll do like the shadows to get right up there. Here. Let's get right here. And now, which one should I attack? I think we're gonna try to kill the red one. Let's try to kill it first. Then we'll go after the other ones. So yeah, let's just roll some dice. So first, let's do an attack. Let's do Blade Works. Yeah, I'll pay for both my attacks right away. My free ones anyway. Blade Works, False Idol. It's gonna be a red and a green. I'm trying to hit a 13. It's okay. Again, the red one. Well, there you go. That's a bit of damage. It's gonna be 15 minus 13 is 2, 3, 4. 4 damage in total. Is that it? Yeah, I don't have courage anymore, so that's gonna be it. There you go. Now, what I'm gonna do though is I am gonna check for the darkness thing. I do pretty much have to check after every attack now. So it's gonna be 9 plus the difference was 2, so 11. Their check is an orange and a teal. So let's see if they can get an 11. Oh, they got an 11 right on the nose. Okay, so that's it. All right, so that was my first attack. Let's go for my second attack. It's gonna be a 10. It's gonna be a miss. All right, so that was my second attack. Now I'm gonna do third attack. So let's spend 2 to do another attack. Should I empower this one? Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna empower it, and I'm gonna use promise. So I'm gonna get +2 to my roll. Oh, and I empowered it. Well, that's not great. That is a hit, but not a great hit. Oh man, I used all my abilities and it's not gonna be much. Okay, so it's gonna be 11. Should I re-roll one of those dice? Man. So how much damage am I dealing? 1, 2, 3. I'm only dealing 3 damage. Well, because I'm only rolling 3 damage, you know what? I'm gonna re-roll that 5. I'm gonna use this guy's ability to re-roll a die. Re-roll one of my combat dice. Boom. And I think I'm gonna re-roll the which one has more shields? This one is more about books. So let me re-roll the green one. So as long as I get a 6 or above, I'm still doing damage. And I rolled the exact same thing. So it's gonna be 3 damage. We've already calculated before. Yeah, that's it. Now I might still be able to give it darkness if it can't roll an 11. I rolled a 14, so that's fine. And that's going to be it for Remy, I believe. Is there anything else I can do? Nope. I think that's it. Okay, so that's it. Now Patrick's going to go. Okay, so he's going to walk in there like the Punisher and try to shotgun these things. So let's go in order. Like usual, proof of divinity. Let's give a courage token to who doesn't have one yet. Might as well give it to Justice, even though she's never gonna use it. She never attacks in melee, but anyway, or does physical damage. That's fine. Next, let's do imbue fear on my next attack. Yeah. So let's move and attack. By the way, I'm in the font of renewal area, so that's gonna heal me for 2. Okay, I'm gonna move at the 6. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so let me do the long way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just so I can get right in there and be in range of both of these guys, or in melee range. Okay, now let's see how much life. He's at 14. Should I just kill the red one, or should I start damaging the purple one? You know what? I always play a bit safe. Let me try to kill the red one. All right, so I'm gonna have 2 attacks at this. Double green and a black. I'm trying to hit a 13. They don't have darkness, but they do have wilt. So I'm gonna deal an extra +2. So let's see if we get 13. There you go, 14. And a bunch of books. Probably gonna activate my book ability on my sword or my gun. So it's gonna be 14 minus 13 is 1. Are they in hindered terrain? No. So it's gonna be 1. Double shield 4. That's about it. I'm gonna activate my gun ability. So books are 2 damage. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus imbue fear 10. Just 10 damage. So that's another 6 and a 4. And wilt, so that's another +2. Alright, so that 26. I have 4 damage left. Now I gave it imbue fear, so if they roll their defense of let's see, the difference would have been 8 plus 1 is 9. They got it, so they're not gonna get darkness. Alright, but now it's gonna be my second shotgun blast. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna kill it for sure. 15 minus 13, it's already 2. All these shields all over the place. Let's get rid of this guy. And it's gonna give me a loot. Get rid of all this. And let's get rid of these. Alright, so those are both my shotgun blasts. I'm not done. Alright, that would have flipped over my gun. Alright, I'm gonna spend 2 to flip it back over. And you guessed it. Let's go for it. I'm going to use Blood Toll. Well, I'm going to use Blood Toll. It's going to give me 2. I'm going to attack with those 2, so I'm going to use it, but I'm going to suffer 2 damage from that. Boom. Alright, so let's attack again. Now we're attacking this. Now this one has a +1 because he's in hindered terrain. So he's going to need a 14. So let's see if we can get 14. Oh, this is going to be a great roll. I'm going to do Kill the Messenger. Finally rolled a 4. That was the green dice. So let's do that. It's going to turn this 4 into a 9. Alright, just like that. It's box cars. Now, unfortunately, this black one's completely useless because I used my ability already. So it's going to be 18 minus 1. So 17 minus 13 is 4. Alright, double shield 7. Double shield 10. Star 13. Star 16. Yes, 16 damage. I'm going to do 6, 4, and 6. Now I'm going to calculate his life up here. Alright, so that was the first attack, I believe. Correct? Yeah. I'm going to have my second attack here. Although I used up all my abilities and everything, so whatever this is, probably going to miss now. Oh, 13. Oh, I needed a 14. I missed by 1. Oh, and it was a 4. If I had still killed the messenger, I could have got it. Isn't this the same roll I just rolled? Anyway, either way, this one just missed. There's nothing I can do about. Oh, this should have been exhausted. There's not much I can do about it. I can't re-roll anything. So I am done with Padrick. Dealt a healthy amount of damage to the purple one. So it looks like Nightingale's going to go last. Now I think what Nightingale's going to do, she's going to join... sorry. Yeah, Nightingale's she's going to join Remy by coming over here and doing Down the Masses on maybe these 2 characters here. Alright, so let's give her 3 SP. Definitely going to use 1 to move. I got to get closer. So she only moves at 5 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I'm going there is now I got a straight shot to the purple one. Nothing's in my way. She's not in hindered terrain, so it's straight up. And this one as well, the exact same thing. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I started in the, well, I don't have any damage or any effects, but if I did, I could have removed it because of the font of renewal. All right, now that I'm there, let me spend 2 to do it down the masses. Let me attack 2 different targets. I think I'm going to do red, purple, red, or should I do purple, red, purple? Let me do purple, red, purple. So let me attack the purple one first. I'm trying to hit a 13. Now for each of these, I'm just gonna, I may empower one of them. I'll see how things go. So purple 13, that's gonna be a straight up miss. Now I could do kill the messenger on this to give a 14. Now I'm gonna save my kill the messenger for when the other die is even better. All right, so let's not do that. So now I'm gonna do the other attack on the red. 11. It's gonna be another miss. I think that's gonna be fine. Try to get lucky here. Then I'm gonna do my exhaust here to attack a different target. So let me attack the purple one again. Come on, this time 13. All right, well that'll be some damage. It's gonna be 16 minus 13 is 3. 4. Sorry, double shield is 3, so it's 6. Plus the barbed arrow is another 3, so it's gonna be 9 in total. All right, not bad. Maybe I should have done a bit of damage by flipping over the... Anyway, that's fine. So that's that. And now lastly, to finish off her turn, I'm going to do Precise Strike. I'm going to attack the purple one again. Let's see if I can kill her before we reset the round. That's going to be a fantastic roll. It has a chance. So it's going to be 16 minus 13 is 3. The star is 3, so 6. The double shield is 3, so 9. Barbed arrows, another 3, 12. 12 plus 9 is 21, and their life is only 16, so that's going to kill the Fragor. Awesome. Let's give me another loot. Another 10. All right, and that's going to activate my Paradigm Assault. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give... haste to Remy. So Remy has haste, courage, and barrier. I ran out of haste tokens. Gotta go in the box and get more. Alright, so I'm gonna go get a haste token in the box. I'll be back. Oops, sorry, she already had a haste token, so I have to give her a barrier token. So let me give that to Remy. No, she already has a barrier token. I'm running out of things to give her. Let's give her a courage token. Alright, there you go. So now let's grab these. Let's shuffle this. Cut it. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's cut, and let's see who goes first. Looks like, Nightingale's gonna go first again. Oh wow, that's pretty lucky. Alright, so, well, here we go. Let's unexhaust her stuff. There you go. Let's give her 3 SP. Alright, so let's see. If I move... If I'm here, I can actually target both of them again with down the masses. Or I can go right... Oh no, it's a ranged weapon, so I won't get the flanking. I forgot about that rule. You only get the flanking bonus if you have a melee weapon. So you know what? Let's go around. I'll do down the masses again for both. So let's spend 1. Pretty much doing the exact same thing last turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm in range 5. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go right over here instead. So I would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from there, spend 2 down the masses. You already know the drill. Now this one is in hindered terrain. So let me attack the red one first. So I'm gonna go red, orange, red. Let's see, 13 to hit. Wow, I rolled boxcars. That's phenomenal. It's gonna be 18 minus 13, which is 5. Double shield 8. Star 11, star 14 with barbed arrow, 17 damage off 1. They only have 16 life. I just wrecked it with the 1 arrow right to the face. All right, let's get rid of that that character. Let's get another 10 coins. That was phenomenal rolling. All right, now that was down the masses, so obviously I got to do my second attack. So this one I'm going to need a 14 because of the hindered terrain. Actually, this is great as well. Right, because I can do kill the messenger, turn this 3 into a 9, boom, just like that. 17 minus, well, would have been 17 minus 1 is 16, minus 13 is still 3 damage. 3, double shield 6, star 9, barbed arrows 12. Right? Does that make sense? I think so. All right, now he's almost dead. I'm not done. I'm going to do a precise strike. Now I can do, actually when I hit, I'll do Paradigm Assault. Actually I can't even do Paradigm Assault because Remy's the only one I can target and she has all these abilities already. So that's going to be wasted. But I did pay for my precise strikes. Let's roll this. Again, I need to hit a 14. And that is not going to do it. I rolled an 8. So that's going to be it for Nightingale. Alright, Justice, pretty simple turn here. She's going to do a Root the Mind, Euthanasia. I mean, she only has 3 SP and a Gore Shot. Alright, so she's not going to do Life Grasp. So she'll spend 1 out of... Actually, she has 4 SP. She'll spend 1 out of her 4 to do a... try to paralyze it. Let's see what happens. Well, I dealt myself 3 damage. That's a shame. Actually, before I started my turn, I should have healed for 2. So I'll just deal myself 1 damage. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to paralyze it. Now I'll do a Euthanasia. See if I can give it Wilt. So it'll be 6 plus 3, 9 plus 6, 15. Their check is this, 15, 9. So that's a no. So it's going to be another 6 damage. So we'll give it 4 plus 2. And we'll give it Wilt. All right. Yeah, and then I'm going to do a Gore Shot, which is free. So 6 plus 2 plus 6 is going to be 14. Let's see if it gets 14. I got 13, really close. So I'll deal myself 2 damage. So I'm at 9 to then give it 8 damage. So 6. Oh, look at that, I killed it. 6. And this goes 8. Boom. And just like that, 10, 20, 30. It's got 30 life. And that's going to be a dead blight. Alright, there you go. Let's give me another loot. This is a pretty simple mission. This is actually a really easy mission, in my opinion. Much easier than Chapter 3 missions. But that's going to remove this. Alright, so that was Justice. I mean, she still... Oh no, she used up all her SP. Okay. That's done. Patrick is up last. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get this. Actually, he's going to wait here and get this loot. Red, let me just double check that. Red is the one that gives me 40 gold. I'm going to write that in my party stash. 40. Alfie's going to go. I mean, I could just run to the exit. This is just 1 loot, but it's almost dead. So I might as well try to kill it. So let's go spend 2 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. That would have been all her SP. And then she's going to do 1 just to give it a Gore Shot. Let's see what it's going to be. 6 plus 4 is 10. It's going to be this 10. It's going to get a 10. Got a 9. Awesome. So it's pretty much going to die because I do it 6 damage. It's going to be 6 plus 6 plus 6. But I am going to take 2 damage from Elfie. Boom. Actually should have healed for 2 because the font of renewal. And now this thing's dead. Boom. Give me another loot. 7. That's it. These 2 guys are dead. Then Remy would have gone over here. Flip this over. Green. Green is 20 and 1 random consumable. I'll do that later. And that's it. The end of the round. I'm going to shuffle this. And when Patrick goes, he's going to go to the end. And there you go. That's the end of the mission. So this one, in my opinion, really super easy. I might have done something wrong. Let me know down below if I made any mistakes. Let me know how you did. We'll see you in the next one. Later.